So this is probably what's on your mind. And this is what's on the mind of all traders, right? You know, particularly when you're starting out. Why can't I make money trading? Dale wants to introduce a thought. Javer, in the majority of traders are losing. What's the potential for those that are able to find profit? Yeah, you know, numbers are hard to find. At least, you know, I can't say that I've dug around. Dale, if you want to, go ahead. Feel free to introduce a thought. That's fine. Um, so I do have some stats coming up, and we'll take a quick look at that. So why can't I make money trading? All right, here are the stats, right? Approximately 80% of day traders quit within the first 2 years. Nearly 40% of day traders stopped trading after only 1 month. Within 3 years, only 13 continued to day trade. So this is about day trading, and that's what most people start with. And that definition may change. I mean, how people define it. But you look at this. Even after 3 years, only 13% of people are continuing to do it. That doesn't say that they're profitable, right? That just says that they're still around. And that's how I was for years, right? I would still continually put money in from my paycheck into my trading account to keep it going. After 5 years, only 7 remain active. So now it's down to 7%. And it doesn't say anything here about them being profitable. Only about 1.6 of day traders are profitable in any average year. So, and that probably changes. I certainly had a year where I made money as a discretionary trader, but then that was unusual. So here are the failure rates, and they're pretty dismal. And this is my big revelation, and what I'm going to propose to you. Most people out there that I have talked to have been brainwashed into failing as a trader. And I mean that literally, brainwashed. And let's talk about that a little bit more. In the sense that a typical trader, I think, lives in a fantasy world. And what I mean by brainwashed is the media, people that want to sell you a bunch of things, entertainers as well, you know, they're telling you things that are half truth. They're telling you things that you kind of want to hear. And some of it I understand because, you know, a lot of people don't want to hear the unsexy stuff. Well, I'm going to show you some of the unsexy stuff during this. And actually at the end of this or midway through this, when we're almost done with this presentation, you're going to be like, geez, I don't even know if I want to be a trader because it's hard, right? And so most traders are fed this fantasy world stuff. And it'll look things like this: how to become successful in Forex in 60 minutes, even if everything else you've tried has failed, and even if you've never traded before. What about this? It just might be the best investment of a decade. Make a tiny micro investment for as little as $50 and turn it into $500 the same day. Wow, that's 1,000% return. What about this one? You could be just 3 hours away from solving any financial problem with my secret formula that turns $1,000 into 34K in 48 days. Awesome. Look at this equity curve. You want to buy this system? It's only $5,000. Look how beautiful that is. What about this? My MTFX robot always wins. Well, okay. Just plug that in and let it go. And look at these returns. Huh. Amazing. Amazing. So when you see this, and when you see all this information, what does this do? Well, you're going to have beliefs in your head that are absolutely wrong. You have trading beliefs that are wrong. You believe in probably wrong information. And of course, your psychology is all misaligned with what it really takes and how to deal with the markets. So this is what I mean by brainwashing. I'm looking at the comments. Dale, I just wanted to say manual backtesting can be useful for coming up with trading ideas to test with code. For sure. Yeah, I would do manual backtesting as well. I remember actually printing out charts and just practicing it on that, before I really got more advanced. And yeah, definitely manual backtesting useful for coming up with ideas. But what's nice about TradeStation and EasyLanguage is then you could take those and backtest, the last 15 years, and you can generate 800 trades in seconds. All right, so here are some of the myths, right? Here are some of the myths. Trading is easy. Well, let's pretend you wanted to become a doctor. Do you think you're going to be able to watch a couple of YouTube videos, maybe read a book, and then start doing open heart surgery? Probably not, right? Well, for some reason, when you come to the trading world, because it's deceptively simple: buy low, sell high, or short high, buy low, right? Cover low. It's deceptively simple, but it's nothing. It's anything but at many different levels. So I'm not saying it's going to be like an open heart surgeon, right? But the point being is you're going to have to go to school for a long time. You're going to have to practice for a long time, right? A simulation, you're going to have to watch open heart surgery. You're going to have to do your residency. You'll be an apprenticeship of some type. It's going to take you a long time. Well, in the algo world, it's really the same thing. You're going to have to go to the simulator. You're going to have to put money on the line, right? Think of your tuition for school as a doctor. Well, you're going to blow money and trading too on all those mistakes, and that's part of your education. But the point is, it's not easy. And anyone here knows it's not easy if you really spent some time in the market. It's not easy, right? Far from it. You just can't buy a bot and start making money. It's not one indicator, right, that's going to make you money. Working smart, right? So in the idea of it's not easy, you have to work smart. You must dedicate yourself to study. In this field, you probably have to learn to program. You're going to have to know some statistics. You're going to have to get good at personal productivity, understanding your platform, practice your trading psychology. You're going to have to put restrictions on time wasters in your life, right? Saying no to things in your life. Like maybe I can't go out with my friends today because I have to practice or I have to write some code. I'm going to stop watching TV. I'm going to not stop completely, but maybe you're going to cut it in half. You're going to watch your social media usage instead of on Twitter, X, or Instagram. You are going to spend time on writing code. So these are saying no to things in your life. Often you're going to have to say no to other things in your life so you can say yes to trading. You might have to get up an hour earlier so you can work on your trading system. I know I've done this when I had a family, right? When I had the kids living with me, I would be up early to get work done. I would be doing it on my lunch break, and then I would come home from work, and guess what I would do? So number 2, I've got 3 of these to go through. I'm going to day trade a single strategy and make $250 per day. That's all I need to make, $250 per day. I remember believing this. Did you believe this? Yeah, I get it, Dale. Definitely. I know I believed in this one, and a lot of people still do. But, if you're going to be doing scalping, this is dominated by small time frames, and it is the realm of high frequency traders. Okay, slippage and commissions are going to be eating you alive, and the professional traders are going to be eating you alive. I do not even attempt to scalp, and smaller time frames equal more difficulty. There's just more noise there. So here's a system with no slippage and commissions. But what happens if you add slippage and commissions? Well, it looks like this. And you put them side by side, you can see just what slippage and commissions can do. So if you think you're going to do pull out $200, $250, $500 a day trading a single system, that's not how it's done. We're going to talk about how it's really done. I think that's on day 3 or 4. I think it's 4. But this is just a sneak peek. Number 3, what do people come to this with? Unrealistic expectations for returns, right? This was a contact. I think it was actually a phone call years ago. Hey, Jeff, I want to create a system that can trade by themselves with an annual rate of 20 to 55% per year. And this particular person never done this before and had very little money in their account. And I was just like, well, if you, yeah, I would love to have something that could make 20 to 55% per year. That would be great. And I wish I could just give that to you. This takes a lot of work, right? And we're going to cover what it takes to do something like this. But these rates of return, particularly for starting out, are totally unrealistic for people. Try to aim for something a little more realistic. What do I mean by that? Well, the US stock market does about 9% over a long period, roughly, right? Depending on how you calculate it, what you include or don't include. Why don't you aim for 9% per year as an algo trader? Try that and then move up, right? Try that. Now, a managed futures like Barclays CTA index, maybe they're making about 11%. And then some of the best hedge funds in the world, what was it, Renaissance? I think they had an incredible streak of 30% annual return for like 20 years or something. Okay, those have teams of very smart people on expensive hardware, and they're standing on the shoulders of giants from people that laid incredible groundwork, and they continue to build and test on it. Secrecy, you are not going to be doing this anytime soon, okay? It's going to take some time to get up there. Okay, that's it for today. Now join me and other Easy Language users over at my website, EasyLanguage Mastery, where you can download free sample code, discover great trading ideas, and learn how to become a successful algorithmic trader using Easy Language.